Right now, in today's day and time, everything is fast-paced. We have fast evolving technology, fast electric cars, fast everything. So we thought today at Luxaric, why not speak about the 15 fastest trains in the world? Across the years, trains have been one of the most popular forms of transportation in the entire world, and at least in some parts of the planet, they have kept pace with the rapid rise in technology. Today's most advanced trains reach incredible speeds over land and even underwater, getting their passengers to their destination faster than ever. These high-speed trains have a big impact on the way we travel, making countries and even the world smaller and smaller. Cutting-edge engineering and innovative technologies now allow building trains capable of exceeding 200 miles per hour, which is quite a feat, especially when you think that even most cars aren't able to reach those speeds. The countries that employ such trains have managed to make long-distance commuting a reality for their citizens. These high-speed trains have revolutionized the transportation sector and will most likely see even bigger changes in the future, with the evolution of more powerful engines, more aerodynamic designs, and impressive technical developments. From the incredible Shanghai Maglev in China that can reach speeds in excess of 400 km an hour to the world-famous TGV in France, these are the 15 fastest trains in the world right now. So at number 15, we're starting with the Eurostar, which is kind of the link between France and UK, and it goes at a speed of 190 miles per hour or 300 kilometers an hour. The Eurostar is a modified version of the iconic TGV with a more elongated cabin, capable of travelling at a speed of up to 300 kilometers an hour. They connect the United Kingdom with France, Belgium and the Netherlands, passing through the iconic Channel Tunnel that links France and UK. Though known primarily for the connection between UK and continental Europe, Eurostar trains operate all the way to the south of France in Marseille. When it comes to speed records, one of these Eurostar trains, operated by the British, reached a speed of 334.7 kilometers an hour or 208 miles per hour. At number 14, we have the Haramain Western Railway Talgo 350 SRO in Saudi Arabia, going at a speed of 300 kilometers an hour or 190 miles per hour. Though many wouldn't associate the sandy environment of Saudi Arabia with high-speed trains or trains in general, the Talgo 350 SRO on the Haramain High-Speed Railway, also known as the Western Railway, does carry passengers between the holy cities of Mecca and Medina at impressive speeds as high as 300 kilometers per hour. The 35 trains used on this route are Spanish at their origin, but modified to withstand the extreme operating temperatures of the desert of up to 50 degrees Celsius or 122 Fahrenheit. Annually, there's up to 60 million passengers travelling in these high-speed trains, with one particular high during the yearly pilgrimage to Mecca. Number 13, the Alborak TGV Euroduplex in Morocco, going at a speed of 320 km per hour or 200 miles per hour. Again, Morocco is another country where most people wouldn't expect high-speed trains like, let's say, in France. The thing is, they do have similar TGV trains built in France, the Euroduplex modified for the conditions in Morocco. Connecting the cities of Tangier and Kenitra, the Alborak railway service in its inception phase runs these trains on a 116-mile line with speeds of 320 km per hour. The Alborak railway project will span to an entire network of lines totaling to about 1,500 km or 930 miles. This railway also holds the African rail speed record of 357 km per hour, achieved with one of those French-built trains. Number 12, the Shinkansen E5 series, found in Japan, going at a speed of 320 km per hour or 200 miles per hour. The Japanese Shinkansen E5 series of trains is an interesting sight when spotted from the front. Its long nose that somewhat resembles the nose of a duck is designed to reduce the sonic boom inside tunnels. These trains reach speeds of up to 320 km per hour and run from Tokyo to Shin-Aomori on the Tohoku Shinkansen Railway. Each of these trains is powered by 32 electric induction motors, which amount to a whopping 12,900 horsepower. Among other notable features is the aluminium alloy they're constructed from and the active suspension that allow turning at such high speeds. There are several other Shinkansen trains in Japan, reaching speeds of up to 300 km per hour, but only the E5 variant exceeds those in operation. Number 11, the Korail KTX-1 South Korea, going at a speed of 330 km per hour or 205 miles per hour. The Korail KTX is a South Korea's high-speed railway network, a project that began in 2004 and continues to expand, shortening the time it takes to cross the country between various points. The KTX-1 trains are capable of running at speeds of 330 km per hour or 205 miles per hour, reducing a west to east crossing of the country from 6 hours to only 2, which is an impressive realization. These trains are based on the French TGV, but South Korea is experimenting with a newer generation of technology, which will allow their future trains to exceed the 400 km per hour speed mark. The newer trains are already in testing and they're proving their capabilities by reaching 421 km per hour already. Number 10, the ICE-3, found in Germany, going at a speed of 330 km per hour or 205 miles per hour. Though France's TGV is probably the most well-known, Germany's Intercity Express train, or ICE, isn't far behind. The newest and also fastest addition to this family of trains, ICE-3, is capable of travelling at speeds of 330 km per hour on the high-speed line that connects Cologne to Frankfurt. During the testing phase of these trains, the speed record was an impressive 368 km per hour, but the normal operating speed is reduced to 300 km per hour. The 330 km per hour mark is allowed for the ICE-3 when they're running late in order to reduce possible delays. The ICE-3 is powered by 16 electric motors distributed throughout the entire length of the train and deliver 11,000 horsepower. These are also the base from which the Siemens Velaro trains, which we'll speak about next, have been developed. So there we have it, number 9, Siemens Velaro E5 103, found in Spain, going at a speed of 350 km per hour or 217 miles per hour. The Siemens Velaro E5 103, also known as AVES 103, is a Spanish train that runs on the country's network of long-distance lines, which is also the longest in Europe. The network runs from its heart, Madrid, towards other big cities and regions in the country. The Spanish first used technology borrowed from the French TGV, but their fastest trains in their fleet today consist of the S103 Talgo, which is similar to the German ICE-3 but more powerful, able to reach speeds of 350 km per hour. When it comes to records, the S103 reached an incredible 404 km per hour in 2006. The railway network in Spain is probably the one that evolved the most in Europe during the past few decades, transforming long-distance travel in Spain from an ordeal with very long delays to one of the best on the entire continent. Number 8, Talgo 350, found in Spain, goes at 350 km per hour or 217 miles per hour. The Talgo 350 is developed by the Spanish company Patentes Talgo and is similar in capabilities to the Velaro before, running at the same top speed of 350 km per hour. It entered service back in 2005 on the Madrid-Zaragoza-Lleida line. Due to its elongated nose, it was nicknamed El Pato, Spanish for the duck. Despite the funny appearance, it was designed to prevent aerodynamic resistance. The cars are lightweight and with a very low center of gravity and feature anti-overturning and anti-vertical technologies at the couplings between them. They're also airtight and pressurized, allowing the train to easily pass through tunnels. These trains were also sold to Saudi Arabia for the Haramain high-speed rail that we talked about earlier in this video. Number 7, Avellia Liberty, found in the United States, going at a speed of 350 km per hour or 217 miles per hour. The Avellia Liberty is a high-speed train used by Amtrak in the United States. If you find similarities with others on this list, you're right, because this train was actually built by the French company Alstom, the same one behind the TGV on the Euroduplex. It was adapted to respect the North American railroad standards and assembled in the United States. Despite the slight differences, the Avellia Liberty is able to reach similar speeds to those of its European counterparts, going as high as 350 km per hour. The trains are currently undergoing testing and are expected to enter passenger service later this year. We've been talking so much about the TGVs from France, so at number 6, let's insert here the TGV found in, of course, France, going at a speed of 350 km per hour or 217 miles per hour. France's TGV is probably the most famous of the high-speed trains, and that's because it currently holds the record for the world's fastest conventional train, after a modified version of a TGV reached an incredible speed of 574.8 km per hour or 357 miles per hour. Another factor that contributed to the fame of France's high-speed trains is that it's the first country that had built a high-speed railway network in Europe, and it's still the most successful and well-known on the continent. With lines that stretch to cover almost all parts of the country, it's no wonder the French still run the show. Their TGV trains, the normal unmodified passenger variants, are designed to operate at speeds of up to 350 km per hour. Number 5, moving on to Italy, we have the Frecciarossa 1000 going at a speed of 360 km per hour or 224 miles per hour. Italy's Frecciarossa 1000 Red Arrow is the newest and fastest train in the country, or the fastest one in the country which has been introduced in service, linking the north part of the country with cities such as Rome, Bologna, Naples or Florence in the central and southern parts. The trains were introduced back in 2017 and are capable of reaching speeds of 360 km per hour or 224 miles per hour when transporting passengers. During test runs though, one of these trains has managed to reach a speed of 394 km per hour, just short of the 400 km per hour mark and way behind the record set by France's modified TGV. The Frecciarossa 1000 are 200 meters long and feature a total of 457 seats, divided into 4 classes from standard to premium, business and luxury. Due to their success, Spain has ordered a batch of these trains, and the Milan-Paris route has now received red arrows as well as an alternative to the older French TGVs that once dominated the line. Still staying in Italy, at number 4 we have the AGV Italo going at a speed of 360 km per hour, or as you already know by now, 224 miles per hour. While the Frecciarossa 1000 before is operated by Trenitalia, the AGV Italo is operated by their competitor NTV, with AGV trains built by Alstom. The AGV Italo, also known as AGV 575, though several years older than its red counterpart, is capable of transporting passengers at the same speeds of 360 km per hour as its younger and rival brother before. It ended service with NTV in April 2012 when it transported its first passengers. AGV Italo trains are comprised of 8 cars, of which feature electric motors helping distribute the drive system under the entire train, thus eliminating locomotives and increasing space for passengers. Down to our top 3 we have the Shinkansen CRH380A, found in China, going at a speed of 380 km per hour or 236 miles per hour. The Shinkansen CRH380A, also known as Hexi, entered service in China on the Beijing-Shanghai high-speed railway in 2011. Since then, a number of 577 trains have been built and are now serving the Chinese railway service. It's known as an EMU electric multiple unit train and was developed by CSR Corporation Limited. The top speed is an astonishing 380 km per hour with a record of 486 km per hour in testing. Number 2, the Fuxinghao CR400 AF-BF, obviously found in China, going at a speed of 400 km per hour or 249 miles per hour. The CR400 AF-BF Fuxinghao, Chinese for rejuvenation, is a more advanced version of the CRH380A Hexi before, capable of transporting passengers even faster than before, with speeds reaching 400 km per hour. With China's rapidly expanding railway network, these high-speed trains have greatly aided in reducing the time it takes to traverse the huge country. Each of these trains have a capacity of 1,200 passengers in a total of 16 cars. The trains are packed with impressive features, among which smart cabins, automatic operation, and smart glass displays, to name a few. And staying of course in this super state, China, at number 1 we have the Shanghai Maglev going at a speed of 431 kilometers per hour or 268 miles per hour. The world's currently fastest passenger train in operation is the Chinese Shanghai Maglev, able to run at 431 kilometers per hour. The way it manages to achieve those speeds is through a technology called magnetic levitation, hence the name Maglev. It's also the only public train in the world to use such a technology, and China has plans to develop an even faster variant, able to reach speeds of up to 600 km per hour or 373 miles per hour and create an entire network of such trains. I think in conclusion we can say the quest for speed is man's oldest desire, and it doesn't apply only to cars and airplanes. Though not in the spotlights, high-speed trains have come a long way, reaching speeds that were unimaginable decades ago. From the famous French TGV to the unique magnetic levitation train that China uses on a limited 30-kilometer line, there's plenty of fast trains out there. If you've ever been on one of these trains, let us know down below in the comments how your experience was on one of the fastest trains in the world. We look forward to seeing you here again on Luxatic, and if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe.